Guys, this is a quick video on sending emails to clients, whether you want to do one, multiple, anything like that, different ways you can do that. If you want to do it more advanced instead of it just being text, I would highly recommend going into marketing, going into smart campaigns. I would highly advise going because you could certainly just add an email. But what I recommend is going over to your templates and creating a template. This way you can always clone it, change it up. But if you go to templates and you're under email, so we're going to add an email template, and I'm just going to do a search for template so you can see what I've already started. So here I have my generic template. I can come over here, edit, or I can clone it. So I'm just going to go over to edit so you can see and we can play with it. I just name it H3 template, makes it super easy for me to find it. But what you can do is use these rows if you want to get more advanced, which is what I like. Like you can see here, I just have, I used this right here. You're just going to drag and drop content, image. I will drag and drop an image into this block unless it's an image I'm going to be using all the time for multiple emails, because then I can come over here to browse. And then this is where I can upload, but you will have to pick a folder. So if you're admin, team leader, you're going to have multiple ones. So just click on yours and then you can upload, search free photos, anything like that. You can see here I have a bunch of graphics that I've uploaded. It doesn't want you to allow to a multiple down upload of the same graphic. So as you start adding graphics, then you have to come down and you can search if you know the name of it. You can see I have multiple pages of these. So if it's not going to be an image you're using all the time, just drag and drop into that block, or you can just select and just click import and then it'll show up there. There we go. I don't need it. I use the row, so now I can see I can just delete that. I personally like the advanced of rows because I could add an image and text block or a bigger image and a text block or anything like that. You can really get more advanced. You can see here I have this right here. And all I did was I came over, what do I want in those blocks? Do I want 3 graphics? Do I want 3 buttons? So if I was doing, I could, if I wanted to do here, like buyer guide, seller guide, staging guide, I could add graphics above the buttons to give it even more. So for me, I like setting up the template because then I can easily clone and all my information's there. Same thing if I want to add the social block, if I want to add a video, I can just drag and drop. I want a video in that block. As long as it's Vimeo, YouTube, make it unlisted. I like Vimeo because it doesn't show ads afterwards or other videos after the fact. And you have no control over that. It's basically what they're watching or their kids are watching or their spouses are watching on YouTube. You never know what that may be. So I do like Vimeo, and you just need that URL. It'll plug it right into there. So lots of things you can do, but I do like setting up a template. And that way I can easily clone for any emails I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and just say update template. And now that's there. So I'm going to show you, just go add template. What kind of template? Are you doing a text, a task, a call? If it's something that you want to be able to add into other campaigns, just do email template. You're going to name it, give it a subject. I use the advanced editor because that's where you're going to be able to, I must enter a name. Yes, go ahead. Yes, I know I'm going to have to enter a name. So whether I personally always recommend having your name, the word template, something you can easily search by, but it also allows you to be able to do different things. So if you didn't want to use the advanced and you're just going to drag and drop, but you'll see what happens. So I can just go, I want an image there. I want to add text. I want to add, let's see, I want to add my intro video or just a little video. You can add HTML. Dynamic is great for like listings or anything like that. I personally don't use it a lot, but I'm just going to show you. I can come over here and click on that dynamic block, and here's all the different things that you can do. So you can add one of your listings or anything like that. Now, again, you'll see I don't have a row. I just have this where I can delete it if I don't want it. But if I say, oh, I want to add more text up here, see how I have to be able to drag and drop this way. But then if I want to add a row, let's see what happens. Because I know sometimes moving things around gets a little tougher if you're not using rows. But see how it allows up here and down here. So see how it has drag and drop? So you can see, oh, I want to add the buttons here, but it's not letting me. That's where having the rows makes it better. So if you see, it's only going to go underneath that block, this block. I want it to go under an entire block. See how it doesn't give me that option? So that's where, for me, I like using the rows. A lot of times I will just come in and just drag and drop a bunch of different rows. Now you see I have a bunch here. But if I want to say, okay, as I'm building it, oh, I want to add 2 buttons or 2 graphics there. Doing it this way allows you to easily drag and drop that whole row wherever you want. Except you can see here where I didn't use the rows, it's still. So that's where it can get a little tricky if you're just dragging and dropping versus using those rows. Yes, it's a little more, but I usually just drag and drop a bunch. It's the same when I'm building a page on my website. Because if I don't want it, I can, delete it or delete. Or I can say, oh, I want this to have a different background. So, then you can drag your image or text or whatever it may be, and it can have a different background. You can't do that when you're just dragging and dropping content. So that completely depends on you. So for me, I like creating a template. I like using the rows. You have settings. You can do all sorts of really good things. You can say, I want all of my links to be, the bright blue. I want all of my text. I have a certain font that I like. Here we go. So that way you can change. Maybe I want my background to be that navy, whatever, black, navy, whatever you want. So you can change the settings, all of that fun stuff. But then you're just going to add template. So give it a name, template, you're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and cancel because I haven't done anything. So now you have a template. Now I can come over and easily come back over here. Oh, I want to go ahead and send a mass email. So I'm going to come over here to schedule mass email. Again, if you have never sent a mass email, you will have a pop-up form that says, what do you want to do? It makes you fill out a form basically saying, I'm not going to spam everybody. So I usually just put monthly newsletters. So I can come over here to schedule an email. This is where you have templates. So if you have cloned that template and want to be able to edit it, or I like being able to save it. But if it's going to be a one and done, let's go ahead and search template. Here I have my H3 template. Now, if it's just going to be a single email, I can come over here, write my text. Oh, I'm not doing a video. I don't need these blocks. But at least I have the buttons, my social, I'm good to go. So maybe I just want to add in, oh, I don't need this. So I'm going to delete it. And I'm just going to add in text. I can come in for here and delete that. So now I can do that. I want to always include my agent signature. You can add merge tags in that template so you don't have to worry about it. It'll always pull it over. But I can do that. And now I can say, who am I sending this to? Oh, and this doesn't let me. This would have to be one of your searches. So it's not even letting me send, because this is a mass email. So this would be to multiple contacts, whether it be all contacts with a status, all contacts with a particular hashtag, or contacts in a saved search. So you can do that. And then this is where you scope. If you're a team leader, you want it to go out to your entire team, you could do that. And then you would want to select send to private leads if you're wanting it to go to everybody, whether it's your lead or not. I would never recommend doing it on a company level unless you have everyone's permission or whatnot. But you can do it on your own agent. That's for mass. And then you schedule your time and date. I'm going to go ahead and X out and not do anything. Or I can come over here to my contacts. I have all my saved searches here. Here, I'm just going to go ahead and I want to come up here. Oh, I want to send an email. So here, I can come over here to this Omni search. I want to send an email. Who is it going to? Know that person's name. There we go. You can completely use the advanced editor doing it a one and done. You can add your own text here. Here's your subject line. Or I can come over here and again, do a search for a template. So if I already have a template, I want to go ahead and start from here and add in mine. I can do that. This would be for sending to one contact. So hopefully these different ways help. And that does where I guess you can add an attachment, all that fun stuff. So hopefully this helps where you're sending an email using that advanced editor. I personally like the templates, so it has all this information. I don't have to do it every single time. And you can add more information and all that good stuff. So hopefully this helps. Thanks, guys.